Attention. Attention all you Brooklyn kickball players. It has been announced that tomorrow will be Brooklyn Kickball Season 13 opening day, the 14th season, which will be tomorrow on May 1st at noon. Now, I am happy to announce that the schedules are now up for tomorrow's games. But I will announce the new teams this year as well as the returning teams that are coming back. First, I'll announce the returning teams that will be coming back. First team I'm about to announce needs no introduction because this team has been runners-up twice. And finally, after last year's finals, they had won the championship. And I'm talking about the Pony Boys, the 2015 champions. And I'll explain more in a few minutes. The next team I'm about to announce, they were runners-up last year and it came very close to winning the championship. And I'm talking about the Mathletes. And speaking of that, folks, tomorrow night, these two teams will have a rematch from last year's finals. And then we'll know which team will have a chance this year on winning the Chuck D Trophy of 2016. Whoever that team may be, or it could be somebody else, folks. But once again, there will be a rematch tomorrow night with the Pony Boys versus the Mathletes. And I don't think you want to miss that, folks. The next returning team I'm about to announce. And this team also needs no introduction because this team's been around so long that when I remember this team, when it was coming in the first time, folks, in 2009, which I do remember coming in the first time. And that team is the People's Court. Next team I'm about to announce. And this is their third year, ladies and gentlemen. And they've been trying ever since. But I got a feeling this year they might do well. That team is called the Darwin's Vengeance. Next team I'm about to announce. And this team has shown signs of fatigue. A couple of years ago, the team finished first place in the regular season. And then last year, they had made it to the semifinals. Oh, I tell you, this team is something else. And then hopefully they're going to make wonders. And that team is called the Sugar Tits. And speaking of the Sugar Tits, we had word already, and I announced to you last week that a man named Donovan has re-signed the Sugar Tits. And he wants to win that championship. You never know, folks, what's going to go on. Next team I'm about to announce. And this team has been around. I can tell you, there's going to be many changes on that team with new players and old players. And I'm talking about the Pirates. The next returning team I'm about to announce. And I got to tell you right now, this team needs no introduction. Because I remember this team when I first started in 2009. And this team's been phenomenal ever since. This is the oldest team in Brooklyn kickball today. And I am talking about Booze on First. I tell you, we may have many surprises on that team this year. So look out for that. Next team I'm about to announce. And it's their second year coming back. And I'm talking about Outfield Wine Party. They done very well last year. Let's see if they can do it again this year. Next team I'm about to announce. And this team also coming back. And I'm talking about the Rescue Rangers, which I can tell you this team has done very well last year, and we'll see if they can do it again this year. Next team I'm about to announce. Wow, this team, I can tell you, needs no kind of introduction because last year we played against this team in the Sweet 16, and we lost to this team. But hopefully this year we can come back and beat them. Who knows what's going to go on. And I'm talking about the Big Heads. Next team I'm about to announce, and this is their second year coming back. They have what it takes to be a team. Who knows what's going to go on this year. And I'm talking about Sit on My Base. Next team I'm about to announce, and this is their second year playing, with their captain, Jordan James, will be back as the captain. And I'm talking about PYT. You all know what that means for the Michael Jackson song, so I don't have to tell you what's going on with that. Next team I'm about to announce. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our third year. Last year, we had finished fourth in the regular season. And then we made it on to the Sweet 16, but unfortunately, it didn't work for us. But we had a great, great year last year, and we're willing to do it again this year. And I'm talking about our team, the Chucks. Last team I'm about to announce, and they're coming back this year for another shot at it. They did well, but came up short in the standings. And I'm talking about a team called Bat Mango. Now, I'm going to announce the new teams that will be starting this year, but there are going to be 2 changes on the new teams that's coming up. And I will let you know in a few minutes once we get there. First team I'm about to announce is a brand new team, and we don't know anything about them yet, but I'm sure we're going to know about them very soon. And this team is called the Balti Baller Bunch. Whatever that means, folks. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. But we'll see what happens with that. Next team I'm about to announce is another new team that's coming out this year. And we will see what goes on with this one. I'm talking about the Pope Bennett Kicks and the Arch Ballers. Well, whatever that means, folks, we'll know during the season what it means, and who knows. Next team I'm about to announce is another new team this year that's coming out, and I have no idea why they put this team for, and I don't care why. And that's called the Lucio Ballers. And the name of a team like that, folks, I can't explain why, but we'll know later on. Next new team I'm about to announce. And we have another new team coming out. Why? I have no idea. And this new team I'm talking about is Friends with Benefits. We'll see. Next new team I'm about to announce. And this team could have Science Boutique this year, but we'll see. It'll be their first year, and we'll know what they're about later on. And I'm talking about the Base Pitchers. Next new team I'm about to announce. And we may have something going on this one, because we'll find out what this team's all about. And I'm talking about the MFT. Let me rephrase that, folks. The MTF. That's the name of the new team this year, called the MTF. Next new team I'm about to announce. And I can tell you right now, I don't know what this team's about yet, but we're going to find out soon. If I'm thinking what I'm thinking, we could have teams from other teams in the past, and this could be one of those days, folks. And I'm talking about the Bushwick Legends. Whatever that team is about, folks, you better be mighty careful because this team could be a very strong team, but we'll know that very soon. Next new team I'm about to announce. You never know what's going to go on here, folks. We have a brand new team coming up this year called McKickersons. That's the new team this year, Kicky McKickersons. Now, we have a change in one of the teams. This team is back, but they changed the name this year. And this team that I'm about to tell you right now, they're new but not new. And I'm talking about Larry's Deflated Balls. Next new team I'm about to announce. We'll see what this team's about. The team I'm talking about is Pitches Get Crazy. Whatever that means. Next new team I'm about to announce. And this team, you never know what's going to go on now. And I'm talking about the Swamp Dragons. The last team I'm about to announce, and we have a change, ladies and gentlemen, because this team's been around before. But they changed the name for the third time that I've been to this kickball league. And this team I'm talking about, and last but not least, the Creep Dogs. And I got a feeling that something about this team that's been changed that I don't know about, but we're going to know about that very, very soon. And that's your new teams and old teams that are coming back. Now, it's very simple. We do not play by the hour. Once the first team is done and finished, we go on to the next one. And the next one until all the games are over. Now we got that out of the way, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I have some good news, and I have a little bit of bad news, ladies and gentlemen. First, the good news. The good news is all the games are set for tomorrow, starting at noon, May 1st. But the bad news is, if you check the weather forecast, tomorrow we could expect heavy rainfalls coming in. Now, if that happens in any of those games or before, we wait for instructions and we find out what's going to happen. If the games are going to remain or not for tomorrow. Now, check your weather forecast for tonight for any changes at 11 o'clock, or during the day you can check for any change that's going to come up every hour on the hour, because we're expecting rain coming up tomorrow, and that can be bad for all kickball players. We want the Brooklyn kickball players to be safe and sound and nothing happen to them. So, we'll see what goes on from there. Now, you are all welcome to watch this amazing event on opening day and throughout the entire season. We want to thank you all for listening to this special message. Thank you so long, and we'll see you tomorrow at Brooklyn Kickball, unless something happens tomorrow and it could be a rain coming up at 12 noon. Thank you so long.